Hi everybody, the Serial Stamper here from theserialstamper.com, back with another video on how to make some additional three-dimensional embellishments with the Stampin' Up! Star framelits. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this embellishment here, and it also can be made into an ornament, and it is the base for this box here, and I wanted to give you a peek of it because it is absolutely gorgeous. And in previous videos I have showed you how to make the 3D star boxes and showed you this embellishment right here, and I will also show you while we are making these how to make this one as well. So I'll set these off to the side and get right into the supplies we need. So we're going to be using the Stampin' Up! Star framelits again. We'll need some cardstock, the Simply Scored, a hot glue gun, a silicone mat, and I'm also going to be using the Snowflake Card Thinlits die, which will be these shapes here. I'm going to show you how to cut out this largest snowflake using this framelit set, because that is not one of the actual pieces, or one of the freestanding pieces that are included in this framelit set. Alright, so to get started here, I'll move this off to the side and tell you that all of the ornaments and this up. Ornaments, embellishments that I have been making, I have been using the second to largest star framelit, and I have been cutting an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock in half at 4 1/4. So long ways at 4 1/4. You will get 3 of the second to largest star framelits out of each half, so for a total of 6. Alright, so I'm not going to show you how to score the star in this video. If you haven't watched the video for the vellum ornaments, you can watch that, and it will tell you how to score your star. But I am going to show you that to fold it, you can just go ahead and fold all the way across the score lines, because the cardstock is different from the vellum. The vellum is much denser material, and if you fold it too much, it will crack. So that is the reason why I gave you the way to score and fold the vellum the way I did. So for this one, go ahead and just fold all of your lines straight across. When you're done, grab your points, and then your central line will almost automatically fold inwards, and you can bring 2 of your points together and give it a little crease, and then just continue around as you did with the vellum piece, and it will give you your star shape. The next thing you will need to do is cut out the center of your star this time, and to do that you will use the 4th framelit. Okay, so there was a set of 5, and I always count from the outer largest framelit in, so number 4. So the great thing about cutting this piece out, now that we have it scored and folded, is that with the dimension of the star shape, the framelit fits right over it. It forms this little mountain piece here, and it fits right over there and holds the framelit in place, and you can see that all of your score lines just fit perfectly in to the points of the framelit, and almost guarantees you a perfect cut. So in order to cut the piece, you will put your magnetic platform, which works wonderfully with the metal framelits. It holds your pieces in place and keeps them from shifting about and helps you get a more perfect cut. So your cutting plate, your cardstock, your framelit, your top plate, run it through the Big Shot, which I won't do because I have a piece already cut. So once you run it through, your centerpiece will be cut out, and you will also have a scored little star, so that way you would be able to use that as a three-dimensional embellishment as well. Alright, so once you have the star shaped with the center cut out, it's flattened out again since you've run it through the Big Shot again, so just reshape it. And now you have your base piece for this embellishment here. They're the exact same piece. So what I would do at this point is put my Tombow liquid adhesive and just put one dot on each of the points. And if you chose, you could do one dot on the inner points and then set that on the side to dry, just as we did with the vellum ornaments. This centerpiece here is the third to largest framelit cut out of the silver glimmer paper, and you would simply take that piece and put a little bit of fast fuse on the back and glue it down to your box top or card front or whatever you were going to be using it for. Then after your Tombow adhesive became translucent and tacky, you would just be able to simply place it over there and adhere it down to your piece, and it is that simple. Alright, so now to get this shape here, all we need to do is, on your silicone mat, flip your star piece upside down, put a little bit, or a blob actually, of hot glue there in the center of your star. Okay, so now that it is probably a little bit cooler, I don't know how much, but I just press in the center inner points, the ones with the shorter lines, and just squeeze it into the glue here, making sure that the piece is flat, and try to get my point straight. It doesn't always work for me. And I like to leave a slight star point shape in between all of my pieces. So just manipulate it around until you get the shape you want. And then the magic of the silicone mat just lets you lift the piece right off of there once your adhesive dries. And in this case, it's the hot glue. Alright, voila! It is just that simple to have this basic embellishment piece here. And the reason why I like to leave these star openings is because, well, it actually looks like a starfish now, but when it's completely closed, it looks even more like a starfish, which is great if you want to use it as an embellishment for some seascape projects. Okay, so the only thing left to do now is to embellish it, and I have pre-cut some snowflakes out from the Snowflake card thinlits die, and we just need a few glue dots here. To attach some snowflakes onto your star base. I like alternating the colors. I just happen to prefer it that way, so I have used the silver and champagne color glimmer paper again, and then I'm just going to add one of jewel basic rhinestones for a little bit added bling. And then so if you wanted to make an ornament out of this piece now, you would just simply make 2 of them. And it is difficult to have the, excuse me, these shapes to come out exactly. So what I do again is put some Tombow adhesive into the wells of these, just like I did with the vellum ornaments, and set them off to dry. And once they are tacky, just put your twine that you are going to be using. I would use the gold baker's twine again because I have used the gold shimmer paper, and follow the same steps with the vellum ornament, and wait for a long period until you see the adhesive almost completely translucent, because this piece is going to be a little bit harder to manipulate. I just got lucky. These 2 pieces seem to line up fairly well, but sometimes they don't, and you will have to manipulate them some. And the drier the Tombow is, the less adhesive you're going to get on your fingers, and therefore all over your pieces. So you'll have much more success. So that is how to do the star ornaments, and they are super easy but super gorgeous. And really quick, I'm going to show you the base piece. So I'm going to bring in the Big Shot and get the die piece. Now this is a flip card die, so that just means it doesn't cut out the hold section in the middle of the card, so that way your card will have a flip action. So you can see that you don't have a whole snowflake here. So in order to get one, we're going to get a sheet of cardstock and cut it down to 4 1/4 by 4 inches. That is going to give you the perfect size to get a snowflake cut out in the center of your card piece. I've used the glimmer paper here, and I've actually started to cut it and realized that you can't see that very well on camera, so I'm going to turn it over to the white side. So I am using the magnetic platform again because it draws the metal framelit to itself and holds everything in place. So what you need to do, I'm just going to center this here, is place your cardstock approximately 1/8 of an inch away from the edge of your framelit here. And I also place the framelit with the larger of the 3 prongs for the snowflake. You can see here that there's 2 smaller ones with a larger middle one. So I place these 3 towards the center of the Big Shot because it is the piece that has that allows me to center my cardstock here more evenly to get the die cut right in the center of the framelit. So after doing that, just put your top plate on and run it through the Big Shot 1 time. Then after you do that, just lift up your framelit and push your cardstock from the die and rotate your cardstock 90 degrees. So it was here, just 90 degrees. Put your framelit back down and see if we can get it positioned just right. And I'm going to zoom in so you can see. Okay, so I'm just going to lift it up again. So you would see where the cuts are already made. And let me mention too that there are cutting blades on one side, and it's flat on one side, so you always want to put your cutting blades facing down and just center those shapes back over the area that you have cut. And then if you try to wiggle it just a little bit and get those blades to position themselves inside of the groove of the previous cuts. Alright, once you have all of that centered in place, just put your plate over it again. Run the piece back through the Big Shot, and yes, all of those cracking sounds are normal. And then when after you've cut it the second time, it will just pop right out, and it will cut the entire snowflake piece out. So let me move this out of the way really quick. Oh, that doesn't go there. Goodness, it seems I get myself all in a tizzy when I am attempting to do a video that doesn't last for 30 minutes. Alright, so now, using the card size that I have given you, gives you the snowflake pretty centered inside of the frame here, and you could use this piece as a matted piece, like I said, as an embellishment for another project, and it would be absolutely gorgeous. Alright, so what I have done for this box here, let me back out, is I took our Stampin' Dimensionals, and I just have a portion of a pack here, and I put them on here too thick, so I put, let's see, how about here, one down, peeled the backing off, and then stacked one on top, and I'm not going to peel the backing off of these until I am ready to stick it down onto my piece. And then again, I used the Tombow multi-adhesive, and I put the glue right on the inner portions of the points, the inner points here, and let it dry before you adhere it to your piece. And the reason why you're going to only put it on the inner portions of this piece is because the edges of the snowflake hang off this time, and so you only want to have glue in the center portion of your embellishment. So alright, so all of these are super easy and super fun to make. I hope you enjoy making some of your own, and that you will stop back to see me again next time for another fun project. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye now.